This last Yom HaAtzmaut, I was privileged to go with my family to an Air Force base not far from my home, Tel Nof, to see the matas, it's known in Hebrew, the military flyover of so many of the planes that the Israeli Air Force is privileged to have. And the highlight were the three Adir planes, the F-35 stealth fighters, which arrived recently in Israel, flying across the skies of Israel for all to see on this Yom HaAtzmaut. I couldn't help though but think of the pasuk, the admonition that Rashi commentates on the pasuk in Parshat Eikev in the 8th chapter of the book of Dvarim, where the pasuk says we have to be careful when we go into the land, that we shouldn't say va'amarta bilvavecha, we shouldn't say in our heart ki kochi v'otzem yadi asal yatachai lazeh. We may be tempted to say that it's our own strength and our own actions which have given us the ability to do things. Rather, we must not forget, we must remember that it is God, it is God who gives the strength to do this. And there are many which have commented on the value of military parades. Is it not from a spiritual point of view, putting too much emphasis on ourselves and in the process, God forbid, forgetting the role of God? What I want to share is an incredible commentary of Rabbeinu Nissim, the Ran in his drashot on this pasuk, which to my mind goes to the essence of the balance between belief in God and bitachon, faith in God, and human action and human creativity. Says the Ran, there is a different way of reading this pasuk. It is not that the first one says that you will say arrogantly that that my own strength did this for me and I'll forget God and therefore you must remember God. He says, no, this is how it's read. He says, you should say, says the Ran, va'amarta, you should say, any healthy person should say in your heart, indeed it is human innovation, it is human creativity, it is the belief and determination not to be a victim, to want to redeem oneself from any situation of challenge, that a person must say, indeed, wherever I find myself in challenging situations, I must always think what I can do to help myself. And therefore he says the Ran amazingly, and the Abarbanel says the same thing. Va'amarta, the pasuk says, you must say, it is my own koach which did this. However, when you do place emphasis on the healthy feeling of self-confidence, of being able to find solutions to human challenges, you must know there is a warning, there is a challenge, that you do not forget that it is God who gave you the strength. And therefore the verse continues, v'zacharta, but you must remember, yes, believe in yourself, but you must remember that it is God who gives you the strength to do what you're doing. All of your talents, all of your innovation, all of your strength and ingenuity ultimately comes from Hashem. So it is not necessarily arrogant to say, kochi v'otzem yadi asal yatachai lazeh, if we remember that it is God who gives us strength. And that is the blessing of being in the state of Israel. And that ultimately is what religious Zionism Mizrahi is all about. Yes, one has to celebrate the independence of the state of Israel and be bewildered by and amazed at the incredible ingenuity that Israel has developed in terms of dealing with terror, dealing with war, in order to defend ourselves and the privilege of having a state of Israel. But we dare not forget that our strength lies not in kochi v'otzem yadi, but rather v'zacharta, to remember that Hashem Elokecha ki hu noten lasot chayil, that it is God and His protection and His belief in us, and the Netzach Yisrael, the belief in the mission and purpose of the Jewish people, which is ultimately what gives the Jewish people in the state of Israel, it's the justness of its cause and the strength spiritually to succeed. Be'ezrat Hashem, from this year, as we move into the 70th year, it should be a year of getting the balance right between doing everything we can to better our situation, but believing ultimately that it all comes from Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.